We're engaged, and today we're doing our proposal / wedding Q&A. And if you haven't seen like our actual proposal video, then where I pour my heart out, then make sure to go watch it.
It's so great. You gotta see it. Jay got a new car.
This is not my car, okay guys? This is Katie's car. Very, very pink. It's like a Barbie car in here.
It's the best car you'll ever see cruising on the road. It's not new or anything, I've had it forever, but I got these new seats for my birthday.
She's got a pink steering wheel as well.
The outside's pink, the inside's pink, everything is pink. If you're surprised my car's pink, like...
You should know Katie by now, guys.
Come on. We got some questions here that were sent to us on Instagram, so if you don't follow us there, go follow us. You can participate in these videos. Did Jay have to change up the proposal, or did everything go as planned?
Oh, a heavy hitter question right off the bat. I had to change it up so much. I had to adapt with this proposal. I wanted to propose to Katie a long time ago, but things just didn't work out, kept getting delayed, and then when finally I was gonna propose to her, the plan that I had for so long, it completely got scrapped the night before. The night before.
Can you imagine?
You're stressed.
You're stressed.
The stress.
I was stressing out, honestly. I was like walking around, like pacing, trying to think about what to do. And I just knew that I really wanted to propose to you that day, like the next day. And I had to. So I had to completely adapt, scrap my whole plan that I've had for months, and figure something else out. Basically, I wanted to take Katie to this really fancy like resort where there's this restaurant, and I took her there when we were first dating as kind of our first like fancy date. So that was the plan. I was even in contact with the people there. I phoned them a few times trying to figure out like, you know, what would be a good private place to propose, when to do it. I phoned them near like the end of December and the beginning of January, and then they never told me that the whole restaurant closes for the entire month of January after January 7th. They never told me that. So
Why didn't you tell me?
I found out the day beforehand that it was closed. So then, you know, I'm trying to find out all these other places to propose, and it's difficult because it was in the winter, and like there's options of places that kind of like meant a lot to us that I was thinking of doing, but they just weren't really possible in the winter. So then I phoned up that restaurant and they answered and they said, well, maybe we can let you propose even though the whole restaurant's closed. Maybe you can come to the property, or we can even let you inside the restaurant and it would be a completely private proposal, which sounded awesome to me. They just said I would have to phone their manager in the morning. And
on the day.
Yeah, on the day I'm gonna propose. So I wake up early in the morning. As soon as they open up, I phone, and yeah, the manager said, no, we can't do that. We can't even let you on the property. So then...
He didn't believe in our love.
He did not believe in our
How
love.
rude.
What a hater.
What a hater.
So yeah, so then I had this place I found the night before where I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna take Katie there and I'll just make it work. But it was very stressful, just having all my plans just go wrong. It ends up being private, so I'm happy about that.
Me too. Were there other times you were going to propose but didn't?
Yes, I was thinking of proposing to you on September 27th. That's when we published our first YouTube video together, when we went to Penticton. So I had this plan where I wanted to take you to Penticton again, and we're gonna do some other things, but I wanted to take you at the end of the night, I wanted to take you up to Munson Mountain again, which is where we went in that video.
Right.
And I wanted to propose to you at the top of the mountain.
Oh, that would have been cute.
Yeah, because it kind of like meant something to us, like that place.
Yeah. Basically, the first time that we even went to look at rings was on our second anniversary, which was in June of 2022.
Yeah.
That's the first time we ever looked at rings.
Yeah.
Hated all of them. They were terrible. They were so hideous. So anyways, we started looking into rings and stuff, and we were kind of looking at them all summer, but it just wasn't working out. And then finally got with the people who actually ended up making the ring in September. And that's when we wanted to have been getting engaged, right?
Yeah.
But it kept getting stretched longer and longer with the ring, so we were like, okay, well, maybe October, maybe November, maybe December, and it just kept getting pushed farther and farther.
I know.
When we were like, okay, the ring is pretty much gonna be done, it was December.
Yeah.
And so that's why we have that video that nobody watched the winter like vlog video. Like,
Right.
explain what the video is.
Okay, so yeah, like the whole plan, since it was coming to the winter time and Katie kind of knew I was gonna propose pretty soon because we knew the ring was like gonna be finished, we wanted to make like a winter vlog together where we go on a bunch of like winter adventures, but at one of those times I was planning on getting down on one knee and proposing. So that's why we made that like winter adventures video.
Obviously, I knew at some point we were going to be getting engaged soon, but we wanted to do this thing in the winter for that like 2 weeks where it was like Jay would take me out to do a bunch of fun things.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't know like when exactly he was gonna propose, so that would make it a little bit more of a surprise for me.
Yeah, because that's the one thing I really wish I could have made this proposal a bit more of a surprise because like you kind of knew when I was gonna propose.
Yeah. Basically, we just kind of got through the whole 2 weeks, and like it just didn't happen.
Yeah,
Question-
because I didn't have the ring.
Yeah. So it said, did Katie know you were going to propose? Yes.
Yeah, even that day, I'm pretty sure you knew, right?
I knew exactly what was happening.
I kind of wanted the day to be a surprise.
Yeah, but it just ended up that like everything got ruined. Like
Yeah.
the whole first week, he didn't even have the ring.
Yeah.
Then it was Christmas. You went to see your mom.
hmm
Then it just didn't really work out.
Yeah,
and then like New Year's Eve and like
That was the other time I was thinking of proposing was on New Year's Eve.
it just didn't work out.
And
Don't
that
ask.
That didn't work out either.
So then basically, oh, and let's not forget,
What?
you got sick.
That's the other thing,
Jay
is that I
got-
got sick right at
Yeah.
the beginning of January.
Jay had a quarantine
Yeah.
for like 2 weeks. So that threw another real big wrench in the plans.
Yeah.
And so,
Like that was the week I wanted to propose to you that I got sick. It's been a long journey.
and so yeah, I knew it was gonna happen,
Mhm.
but that's okay.
I'm glad it's okay. If I could change one thing, I would have wanted it to be a bit more of a surprise.
Yeah.
But, oh well.
Did Katie give any special instructions for the proposal? Did I have special instructions? Yes. My instructions were, first of all, that I wanted it to be as private as possible.
Right,
I
yeah.
did not want any family members there. I did not want any strangers there. I wanted it to be as private as possible. Jay came through. And then my other special instruction was that I really wanted to feel moved by his speech. I hate it when, I don't know, you just like see proposal videos and it's just like, they just get down on one knee and they're like, will you marry me? And that's it. No, like I've been watching The Bachelor my whole life and I love a good heartfelt speech and I wanted to feel like I needed to feel like I was gonna cry. So
Put so
that
much pressure on
I
me
was
to
like,
make a speech.
if I don't feel moved, it's gonna be a no. Just kidding. But no, I really did feel moved. Like he really
Yeah.
did a great speech. Honestly, when it was happening, I was very like, I knew it was happening, but at the same time, when something that big is happening to you, it feels a bit like you can almost not even feel emotion because you just feel a bit shocked. Like, wow, I've been waiting to get proposed to my whole life, and here's my true love proposing to me, and it's just kind of like, you can't process
Just
it
kind of
almost.
shocked.
And even so, the tears. It was too good. I wasn't like streaming crying,
Yeah.
but like my eyes were welling up with tears, like a lot. And I had some tears fall. Thank you. Good job.
Like I would have wrote that even
hope so.
even if you didn't say you wanted, you know, like a good speech, I probably would have just wrote that anyway.
It was a really lovely speech. I hope that doesn't sound rude.
No, I don't think
I
so.
just wanted it to be romantic. Do you remember what he said before he asked?
Yeah, Katie, do you remember?
Yes. Not all of it, but what I remember the most when I just think of it from like my point of view is I remember a few points that you said. Like I remember the part about how you said I made your life from black and white to like
A spectrum of pastel colors.
Exactly. Well, obviously I remember you said I was hilarious. And I remember how you said that I've been hurt before and you just want to make sure that never happen again and blah blah blah. You said so much and the speech was just going on and I thought you were going to be done, but then you kept just going on. I was like, wow.
It was long, yeah.
This is like this is the best thing I've ever heard in my life. And the sun was shining down, and it was shining in Jay's eyes, and they were just like glistening in the sunlight. They're just like looking like light green, just so pretty. And I remember one part too, you got a bit emotional, and then there was little tears in your eyes, and then
I started to water up.
Cry, and it was so sweet. If you could do it again, would you have the camera there?
Yeah, I think so. To me, it didn't feel like I was doing it like for the camera. Like I just wanted to get the clip of me, you know, proposing, like just pulling out the ring. I wasn't expecting to put my speech on camera at all. Like I didn't have a microphone. Some people thought I had a microphone. I did not have a microphone. That was just the mic on my camera that picked it up. I was surprised when I looked back and it picked it up really well actually. Because I wasn't gonna put my speech in there at all, but Katie was like, "You should put it."
I had to beg him.
I know, she's like, "You really should put your speech in the video."
I was like, he wrote it for me. He wasn't writing it to share it, and we didn't think the camera was gonna pick up any of it at all.
Yeah.
Like after, I was like, Jay, like, I really want to share that speech. Like, I want to have it. Like, I want to have a video where I can just watch it. You pour out your heart, but we weren't planning on putting it in.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna be the video. It wasn't gonna be my speech.
It was just gonna be like music.
Yeah.
Some people have like a videographer there, like hiding in the bushes or something.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy with the way that we did it, because Jay told me, he was like, okay, like let's go get some pictures down by the view.
Yeah, by near the view. So.
I knew what was going on.
I know.
But I'm really happy that it was recorded. I love that it was recorded. And I'm even happier because there was no one
no one there. I kind of knew that was the time I needed to do it.
Yeah, there was nobody there. It was literally just our camera on a tripod.
Yeah.
Also, yes, I would have a camera there because you just forget some things.
It's nice to have that memory. Yeah, you can always look back on it.
I can always look back at it. I can show my little kids. I can show my little grandkids. Jay, were you nervous?
Yeah, I was nervous. I mean, I think everyone's always going to be nervous proposing, but I was especially nervous because everything went wrong the day before, and the morning I had to figure out where I was going. So it made me even more nervous. But yeah, I was kind of nervous. I think you could tell.
I was nervous. I think there's a clip of us.
So today I'm taking Katie on a mystery fancy date this time.
It's fancy. Jay's in a suit.
And I guarantee you have no idea where we're going. I had to adapt so much for this date.
I don't know what we're doing. I'm a bit nervous.
But I just told you to dress up fancy.
No problem. I'm always
also
ready.
like from one of my hundreds of dresses.
I was nervous because I knew what was happening.
And I knew that she kind of knew what was happening too.
Were you upset that I knew?
A little bit. I just wish that I wasn't upset. I just wish that I could have done it in a way where you didn't know. Does that make sense?
I was. I'm just kidding. I wasn't upset. Was it everything that you hoped for?
I wish it could have been somewhere where it like meant something to us, like the place that I proposed.
Yeah.
Because I ended up proposing to Katie at this like beautiful vineyard because it had like a restaurant there and this nice view of the lake.
Yeah.
But we've never been there before, so I had wished it could have been somewhere.
Yeah, like I was sitting in the car and I was expecting him to take me to that other place.
Yeah, the other place I mentioned. I know.
We like sat down and like
we watched the sunset go down.
So I was thinking it would be like there.
Yeah, that's where I wanted to propose.
And so I didn't know when I got in the car where we were gonna go, but I assumed we were gonna go over there.
Yeah.
And we went the complete opposite direction. And so it threw me off.
Where are we going?
I didn't know any of this trauma that Jay had been
I
dealing
know.
with.
Serious trauma.
It was trauma.
Get the trauma kit! Trauma kit!
So
Honestly.
I was a little thrown off by that.
Yeah.
And I was also a little thrown off because I expected you to like draw it out more.
I know. And I would have if I wasn't so nervous because of everything, all the plans being changed. But since I was so nervous with everything that happened, I was like, well, Katie, we should go get some pictures over here.
Yeah, basically we just like walked down together. He just like set up the camera and was like, let's take pictures. I don't know, you didn't really say too much, but you said like a couple things and then suddenly you just like turned and you grabbed my hands and then boom, you pulled out the ring and then boom, you were like just saying all these sweetest things to me. That's a bit why I think I was a little shocked because I was like, whoa, like this is all happening so
Information
quickly.
overload.
Yeah, but honestly, it's everything I could have ever hoped for. Even though it was like really cold that day and stuff.
It was
and
freezing.
It was so perfect. Like your speech was so beautiful and so meaningful. And it was Not a single human on earth was there except for us. I couldn't ask for better.
Oh, that makes me happy.
You did a really good job. Was Katie involved in picking the ring, or was it all up to you?
Oh yeah, Katie was involved with picking the ring for sure.
This is a bit of a controversial thing. Some people really get their panties in a bunch over this.
Some people do.
They really do. Some people think it should just be a surprise and the guy should pick it out. And if that's you, wonderful. Okay, so for me, well, we went to look at a store basically, and
Yeah.
one of their main selling points was that every diamond is unique, and every diamond is so special, and it's the only one in the world like it. If that's your worry, why are you putting a diamond that is so unique and special in a basic setting that 1,000 people have? I wanted to make something that nobody has.
It was very unique.
And it wasn't just me, like, designing it.
Yeah.
Either. Like, we designed it together. And the thing is, too, I think everybody, even if you don't necessarily want to pick out your ring, I think everybody should go and look together. Just
Yeah, so you
because,
can
like,
get ideas.
it's a good experience to have. Like, it's a romantic experience. It brings you together. Like, it's exciting. Basically, we work with this jeweler called J.K. Schmidt Jewelers. And, oh my gosh, Leanne?
Shout out to Leanne.
Love her. She's the sweetest little lady. Really cool because we got to go in there and we had all these ideas and we had discussed this like several times, different parts of rings that we had seen that we liked and how we wanted to put them together. So we went to Leanne with all of our ideas. She would send us these like images that they drew.
Yeah,
they,
it's kind of like a
made.
3D mock-up. And
Basically, she would send us pictures of this ring and then we would like be like, oh, can you change this one thing or this one thing, or I have this new idea, can you do this? And then we would just go back and forth. So even if you don't live in the same area as us, I think you could just do it online with them and they're like really great. The only thing is like it did take a lot longer than we thought.
Yeah.
But that's kind of on us too. You know, we were extremely picky. I was just staring at this picture, like trying to find anything because like we're already doing it, so it might as well be exactly perfect. And it is. It's very exactly perfect. Anyway, here's the ring. It's hard to see, but basically I wanted my ring to have a little surprise. And this is why it was so hard to find somewhere that could actually do it for us, because underneath here there's this little thing called a scarf. That's what we call it anyways. It's like, think of it like a little ribbon just tying it together. Like this is a flower and then it's just a ribbon and it's just tying it together. That's how I like to think of it.
Yeah.
I wanted to have pink on my ring, but I didn't want it on the top. I wanted it hidden. So there's pink sapphires underneath on the scarf.
A little hidden surprise.
And it was really fun because we got to go into the jewelry store and we got to look. We had like all
Yeah.
these options. Jay actually decided on the one that I should get.
Yeah, we got to
printed.
look at all the pink sapphires and like look at them under a microscope
was
and like
really cool.
pick out which color is the best.
Yeah.
Because they had all these different shades.
And you should see my wedding band. So
Oh, yeah.
nice. It's so great. I love it. And to be honest, like we are even looking to do Jay's ring as well.
Yeah, we're
So,
discussing
like,
it together.
It's not just like a me controlling thing, like my ring, blah, blah, blah. No, I think all couples should go together and you should all figure out exactly what you want and make
Yeah.
it special to you so that it's meaningful.
Yeah, because there's like a special even design that I would like for my ring, so we've been discussing that as well.
Yeah.
So
Jay, did we talk about getting married one day before getting engaged?
oh yeah, we definitely did. I think that's important to do. I feel like pretty early into our relationship we talked about like marriage and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think for us, like, we were always dating to marry. Like,
Yeah, we kinda knew that.
We weren't just trying to have a summer fling or anything like that.
Wait, this isn't a summer fling?
But anyway, we were always dating to marry, so we always knew we were gonna do that. Oh, and I forgot! Another one of my special instructions.
Oh yeah?
My third special instruction is
I don't remember
he
these.
had to ask my parents for permission.
Oh yeah, of course.
Or for their blessing. He had asked
Yeah,
my parents
yeah.
for their blessing.
I would want to do that anyway. I think that you should.
But anyway, back to the other question. I would never be the kind of person that would get engaged
Without even talking about it
like,
at all?
I think for some people, it's like, okay, we need to have these hard conversations before we're married.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm not out here trying to get engaged multiple times. For me, those hard conversations happen before even engagement. There's hard conversations that you need to have. Make sure that your lives align and you're on the same page of certain things rings and all of this stuff, that needs to be happening before even looking at engagement rings.
You
'Cause
need to
what's
be
the
on the same
point?
page.
So we know that you asked my parents for their blessing. How did they react when you asked?
So let me explain that whole story. So Katie told me before that her parents were gonna be they would have a lot of questions. So I knew that, so I was pretty nervous, like just preparing for it.
Yeah.
But the day of, actually, I wasn't nervous. It was a miracle. I wasn't nervous for some reason. But I kind of, since I knew that, I wanted to take them to a coffee shop, but I didn't want to just like be out in the open where everybody's, you know, walking around and like discussing something so important. So I made sure to book like a private room at this coffee shop. And then,
Pulled out the big guns.
yeah, and then your mom pulled out the big guns when I sat down. She pulls out a list of questions, like an actual physical list of questions.
How long was the list?
It was a pretty long list. Anyways, it did end up going well because she said afterwards that it went really well. She said that I wasn't nervous and she gave me a hug. But right off the bat, they did tell me that they weren't gonna say yes or no. They were happy with whatever Katie chose.
But that didn't stop them from grilling you to death.
No.
Thanks for watching the video. We hope you liked it and you liked all the juicy details.
Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.